Hey guys, Cam here from PhoneDog.com, and you probably know all about the LG G4 by now, what its main features are, what its main specifications are, and what it can do. But I've come up with a list of some of my favourite lesser known, perhaps smaller things that make the experience of using the G4 that much better. So without further ado, this is my list of 11 awesome tips and tricks for your LG G4. Number one on my list is customizing your app icons. Now, if you're anything like me, you will hate the standard stock icons that come on the LG software. And changing them is pretty simple. Press and hold the icon you want to change and you'll see a little paintbrush icon in the corner. If you touch that, then you can select any other image and crop it to fit. Now, if there aren't any already on your phone that you like, you can download images from the web. Or if you wanted a truly customized experience, you can always just design one for yourself and load it onto your phone and then use that. Next up is changing your home button combination. If you go into the settings menu, into general, you will find one there that lets you change your home touch buttons. Select the option and you can drag and drop different tools into your home touch panel at the bottom of the screen. So you can have things like a drop down button for your notification drawer so that every time you press it, your notification drawer drops down the screen. Or you can have one there for dual window multitasking. It's a very useful thing to have and you can change and add the icons whenever you like. Now, one really cool feature is within smart settings. You can get your phone to launch a specific app when you plug in headphones. If you go to settings, then into general, then smart settings, you scroll to the bottom and there's an option to launch any app you want by just plugging in your headset jack. Now, for me personally, I chose Spotify because that's the app that I use all the time for music. I don't use the stock music app. So once I selected that, every time I plug in a pair of headphones, Spotify launches and I can start listening to music straight away. Number 4 is an accessibility setting. It's flash alerts. You go into settings and then general and accessibility and go into the hearing options. There's one there that lets you set flash alerts. So whenever there's a notification coming to your phone, the LED flash on the back of your phone will flash. Another accessibility option is using your power key to end a call. This is designed for people who struggle to see because it's much easier to feel a button on the back of your phone than it is to see one on your touchscreen. But it's really useful and handy anyway. Now, once you set this by going into your accessibility menu, every time you get a phone call, you can just end it by pressing the power button on the back of your phone. Number 6 is all kinds of customizations available with the LG stock keyboard. You can do things like change the height of the keyboard to make it suit your hands better. You can also add or remove the number keys on the top row if you don't want them there, or if you do want them there, and you can even add special symbol keys to go alongside your spacebar, or you can just remove them if you don't want them. For instance, you could have one on the left that enables your handwriting recognition, or you can add special symbols as their own bespoke key, like the @ symbol or a question mark or a comma, instead of having to press and hold the full stop key. Number 7 is light trails in camera. You already know probably that the camera has some fantastic manual settings, and this enables you to do some really cool stuff. Let's say, for instance, you want to write your name with a flashlight. All you need to do is set your ISO setting really low, set your shutter speed really slow. With the shutter speed being really low, then you get a really slow capture. So what that enables you to do is you can, for instance, write your name with a light, or scribble, and it will pick up that entire scribble. And because the ISO setting is low, it only takes in the stuff that's really bright, like the flashlight. Number 8 on my list is the quick look at notifications and your status bar. When your phone is switched off, all you have to do is drag your finger down the touchscreen from the very top edge and you get to see the time and any notifications you might have waiting for you. Another cool use of the buttons on the back of the phone is that you can double tap them to launch specific apps. For instance, double tapping the top volume button launches the quick memo app, so you can just take a note. Double tapping the bottom, the volume down button, will launch the camera, and even in some cases will take a picture straight away without you having to do anything. So if you just want to grab a quick shot at a moment's notice, it's the best way to do that. One cool feature in the LG G4 is Smart Clean. When you run this program through the settings menu, it tells you if you've got any storage space that you could free up by removing files and apps that you haven't used for a long time or maybe are unnecessarily large. It runs the scan and lets you delete them manually or automatically. And last on my list are floating apps. Now the LG G4 has a feature called Q Slide. If you slide down your notification drawer and then slide across the top row, you'll see an option for Q Slide. If you put that on, you then get a list of apps that are available as floating windows. And once you open those, you can interact with them, or you can make them larger or smaller. You can set their transparency, or you can just close them. So if you're browsing the web, for instance, and you want to make a quick note, you can do that. Or if you want to send a quick message to someone or have a quick look at your calendar, you can do that as well without actually leaving the app that you're using. So those have been my 11 tips and tricks with the LG G4. They are definitely worth you checking out if you have the phone. And of course, let us know what you think of them, if you've used them, if you like them, in the comment section down below, or get me on Twitter. I'm at Cam Bunton. You can follow me or tweet me anything you like, and I generally will answer. I'll see you soon.